What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV here, back for our football post-match fan show. This is the first time we're doing it in this kind of format. It's a brand new show that we're bringing to you at the end of every game. From now on, we're going to be bringing on 2 guests at a time, and we're going to have a bit of a discussion about the game.
I'm dejected, disappointed, angry, and can't understand it. Can't understand what went on. I really can't understand. It's as if they've carried on from the friendly games before it started. No purpose, no enemy, no passion, nothing. Really, really odd. But I can't say anything positive at all about that game. And you know me, I only look for positives. And I can't say anything positive.
I'll start off. Let me say a positive. I thought Doherty was really good, if I'm being honest. I thought he was very positive, doing a lot of one-touch stuff. So I really liked that.
Yeah, I mean, at times Doherty looked good, but he still gave away the ball quite a bit.
Yeah, but I liked his. I saw a lot of good stuff in him. I think he's going to be good for us, Doherty. He was positive on the ball. He's trying to make things happen, and you can tell he's got a higher IQ than Aurier. So that was good.
We just haven't properly invested in this team, and it is clearest to see, and I think all our fears are coming true that this team might not go anywhere under Jose. We don't know.
But that game was lost in midfield because the fact of the matter was that Alan, Decore and Rodriguez were better than us, as simple as that. And they won every first ball. If you look at everything that Rodriguez done, Rodriguez just bossed the game. He was excellent. To me, Alan did the job I thought we brought Højbjerg in to do. The other boy, Decore, did the job I thought Harry Winks was supposed to be doing. And Rodriguez did the job that we didn't have anybody on the pitch to do. So there's no reason. To me, they were just better than we were.
I think Højbjerg didn't have a great start. I'm not going to read too much of that because it doesn't wipe out all his past performances and the reasons the team got him. And let's hope it's just a one-off. Doherty in parts. I think one of the other speakers before, was it John? He didn't have as much as anybody had a reasonable game. There were worse players, but what bothered me as well was just the general listlessness. I think Paul's point about the lack of identity of the team. I don't know. We missed Moussa Dembele so much with that thrusting forward, and nobody to boss it and drive it forward the way that we would have hoped, and maybe Ndombele would. I don't know. It's just not good enough at the moment. It's we've got to give the new signings time, but this is a very, very poor start.
2 saving graces happened for Mourinho, and they've come together in a way that I cannot believe how they've conspired in his favour. One is that the Amazon All or Nothing series has kind of made him a rock star with Tottenham fans, because we know Tottenham fan can watch that and not love Mourinho. It's not possible. But the second thing that's helped Mourinho is there are no fans in the ground. Because I'm telling you, you could not do that with 61,000 Tottenham supporters in the ground. It just would not be allowed.
You know, the real problem was that they were all taking social distancing too far.
That's definitely part of the problem. I think the new government guidelines, everyone's confused about it. I don't know how to react to it.
Right. Only 6 players. Only 6 players can be on the pitch at the same time.
Yeah, they're all so polite.
And they're all worried about us breaking the international law.
That's what cost us the game.
First half was good. It was decent, and Mourinho lost us that game today with the substitutions. Sissoko coming on for Winks, or not Winks, Ali. I thought Ali, his first touch letting down big time today. He needs a reality check, to be honest. He's not a kid anymore. The mistakes he's making is not good enough. This is a breakout season for him, to be honest. Whether he's going to develop into a top class player or not. Second half, then he brought Bergwijn on for Winks to try and revert back to the same formation. Doesn't make sense at all. And to be honest with you, after that, I don't think the players knew what the formation was. There was a lot of walking around, no passion shown for the shirt, and we are missing a centre attacking midfielder. It's blatant obvious.
The substitution wasn't it was beyond me, really. I didn't understand it because I know Bergwijn maybe naturally right midfield, but I thought that he would be a better option to bring on in a wide area. But, for whatever reason, I think, David's just mentioned that I don't think the players even knew what was really going on half the time. The back four, whoever it is, the back four, no top four team would take any of them. And I will take Doherty out of this because I do believe that he needs to get a bit of time and get used to everything. But no one would take them. Now, Dyer, right, has asked, we all know he doesn't like playing midfield. They've stuck him in defence where he wants to be. And when the moment comes, where was the attacking header for that cross to come in? Now, I don't care about it was 4 yards more forward than it was. 4 yards is nothing. And I don't believe any of that nonsense and tripe. That's just an excuse. The fact is, no one attacked that. And these are the kind of situations in games that have cost us so many times over the last few years.
Doherty was poor today. Højbjerg was poor today. I think Winks needs to step up. He doesn't get involved in the tackling. There was one point there in the game today, Højbjerg made a tackle, the ball broke out of it, and Winks started running back instead of going in for the ball, which he should have, which led to an Everton attack. Alderweireld, he was him and Dyer, they made Calvert-Lewin look like Ronaldo in the air today. That was shocking, absolutely shocking. Again, Dyer, he has to play centre back, and he needs to start taking responsibility now. And the lack of creativity is shocking. It's shocking. It's appalling, and it's going to be a long, hard season unless we get in a second striker and a second centre attacking midfielder.
We miss a maestro, David. I think we miss a maestro.
To be honest with you, I don't know what's going on at the team. We're at the minute we're the laughing stock of London. They all laugh at us, and I'm sick of it. I was there walking around this morning singing Spurs songs. I was revved up for the game, and they completely let us down. Completely let us down today. And it wouldn't surprise me now if we go out Thursday and put out another poor performance out in Plovdiv. And it could be a long, hard season, a very long, hard season. And to be honest, I'm fed up. I'm fed up of trying to defend Mourinho and the players.
I don't honestly. Every single one of those 11 players are dickheads.
Who was the worst one?
Straight up.
Who do you think was the worst player?
Who was the worst player? I don't know.
Who was the best? Can you say who was the best?
I thought Doherty was the best, personally, for me. I know some people are digging him out. I thought he was good, positive.
Hugo Lloris, because he kept it at single digits.
Yeah.
Back in June or July, whenever it was, Everton tried to sign Højbjerg. They didn't. We got him, and they ended up getting Doucouré and Allen. I think they might be laughing at us now. Sergio Reguilon's available for 20 million. Just putting that one out there. Ben Davis is horrendous. We never replaced Dembele. We never replaced Danny Rose and Walker. One of our centre backs is massively declining. The other one is just plain shite. Where else? Moussa Sissoko has somehow won a competition to be a professional footballer. Lucas Moura has quick feet and is living off a hat-trick in Amsterdam. Bergwijn, I don't know. Harry Kane's not interested, doesn't want to be there. And Heung-min Son has got one of the worst first touches ever.
You know what, Slav? We win. We win on Thursday, or we win next week. You're gonna be like, "Oh, Lucas Moura, what a player!"
I've never heard so many knee-jerk reactions in one sentence in one moment in my life. Unbelievable.
We're gonna start calling you knee-jerk Slav.
The only one we've got who can play a pass is Ndombele. Yeah, he's the only one that can play a through ball. Do you know what I mean?
And Ndombele looked like he was going to pass out after 10 minutes. And that was after he tried to flick it over Doucouré's head in central midfield at 1-0 down.
Yeah, at least he was trying something.
If we take our chances in the first half that we had, none of you are complaining, and none of you are complaining
but Ben,
this much.
What am I going to say? Ben, what
we didn't. If your uncle has bollocks, if your auntie has bollocks, would be my uncle.
We need a striker 3, an attacking midfielder, another defensive midfielder, a centre half, a left back. I mean, other than Harry Kane and Heung-min Son, we need a whole new 11.
All right, let's bring in the cheese room.
The cheesy room.
We have got Aviva and Franco. How are we doing, people?
That was that game was probably harder to watch than your quiz, I think, Franco. I would say that the quiz you made on Thursday, I must say. Aviva, nice to have you on.
First of all, for that quiz, we know there was a lot of cheese room conspiring going on. We know that I heard they got the answers before.
Insider trading.
I hate HG so much.
We're just not a complete team yet. We're missing players in key positions, and there's a lot of players who I think are still around for sentimental reasons that just need to go.
Who specifically?
Sissoko and Winks. I think I love their stories. Like Sissoko was shit and then he became good again, and Winks is Tottenham boy, Tottenham Academy, yay. But they're mid-table players right now, at least that performances they put in today. So I think we need to kind of let go of the heartstrings a bit and just realize that we need to move some players out and bring some new ones in.
Those rumours of Man City wanting to buy Winks for 40 million, I was like, go for it. It's, for years we kept him in because he was homegrown, I think, and he's a Tottenham boy, and all that stuff is great. It's a really important thing to have in your squad. But just those two, they don't work together, and they seemingly don't even work when they're playing with other people. I mean, it didn't help that Højbjerg had a pretty abject debut today, didn't he? He just was off the pace and didn't really look great. Did a few things that were good, but there's just so much wrong with today. So much wrong. Jose's substitutions, none of them worked. Like the boys before have said, everything was just too slow, ponderous. It was basically like we've seen for the entirety of Jose's reign. And to be honest, some of Poch's too. I don't know what this team needs, because we've brought in two players. You bring in a different mentality, but they seem to be sucked down to the rest of the team's level rather than inspiring the team to do better. Do you know what I mean? Like, didn't think Doherty or Højbjerg were particularly impressive today, and just generally there was nothing to get excited about, not even a goal to celebrate. So I was excited about the start of the season, but now it started. Look, I told you, it disappears very quickly, doesn't it?
Pierre was not really doing it for me. I mean, Doherty
still the best Pierre in North London, though. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, by a mile. Doherty for me was good. I actually thought that I'm glad he played and not Aurier, because he showed some class in areas that Aurier just does not show the same instinct. So when he had that chance on goal, he passed it like he just kind of, tipped it forward rather than like crossing inside, which is what Aurier would do. So I think that switch of just like instinct is actually good to see, because I think it can set up more dangerous situations for us.
King
by himself.
Yeah. By himself.
Oh, he gets his own one. Of course he does. He's the king.
What do you expect? Save the best till last. Do you know what
Exactly.
I mean? Royalty. We are Tottenham royalty.
Josh, if you weren't Jose out before, what are you now?
I'm Jose. Get him out now. Look, I'm not gonna go crazy after one result. Like it is the first result of the season. I'm not Jose out right now. I'm not, honestly. But the thing is, I was doing something for another channel actually, and I was surrounded by fans from other clubs, and there was Chelsea fans. There's Chelsea fans and Man United fans, yeah, level-headed guys, and they were saying this is very similar to the things he was doing at our clubs, but it's happening quicker. How are you taking off Dele Alli for Sissoko? Like, that is unforgivable. That is not the world-class manager that I know. That the world celebrates the amount of trophies he's won. There is no excuse for that kind of managerial decision. And even if you're trying to change your shape, well, he's failed, because we were way more open in the second half than we were in the first half. So the signs are there. I'm not Jose out, but it's worrying, guys. Come on. That is worrying. Like, that is straight from the manager. That's his decisioning, his choice. This is the guy that we're hoping to take us to the further heights, win us a trophy this season. That was his in-game management. Doherty, actually, I think he was class. Like the especially first half. Like his give and goes. Do you know what happened second half? You got Sissoko over there, and he can't play 1-2s, and Doherty loves playing 1-2s.
He can't play ones, never mind 1-2s.
True. He's Sissoko's like a black hole. Like everything, the play comes into him, but then it just gets eaten up and it doesn't go anywhere. Like,
it doesn't come out. There's nothing.
Yeah,
they give the ball to him, it goes. That's it. It's gone now.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. But and Højbjerg. I hate sounding. I know I'm always like, I hate sounding negative, blah blah. But I did say this from the start. He's not that good, to be honest with you guys. Like I said it when we signed him. I said he's serviceable if we play him as a 6, but we're not playing him as a 6. We've got Jose doing this double pivot and telling Winks to stay and collect the ball off the centre backs, and telling Højbjerg to go flying at people. No, Højbjerg is the one that's limited. Like, he should be sitting there, receiving the ball and just breaking up play and doing his thing in his little area, and let Winks go up and dictate the play. Do you know what I mean? Or Ndombele or Lo Celso or whatever. But this is why I am scared, guys. I'm scared of Jose's tactics because stuff is happening that doesn't make sense. It does not make sense to the wide community of football. I'm not saying I'm a better manager than Jose. I couldn't lace his boots, but you've got everyone saying, what is he doing? At points. There's certain decisions he makes, and you're like, what is he doing? Like I heard you say earlier, bringing on Bergwijn, and then you've got no creativity whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, as in, no player in in the final third of the half that can actually pick a pass, or do you know what I mean? I feel like I don't mean to sound big-headed, but I do feel like I'm a bit ahead of the curve with this Jose thing. Everyone wants to be on the Jose bandwagon and stuff, but I feel like as we progress in the season, I'm calling it right now, Ledley King's going to be our manager.
Ledley.
Of course, King Ledley. Come on.
And he's gonna.
We can have King and King. Are you going to be his assistant?
Yes.
Get all the Kings in.
I definitely think that Ledley King's going to be our manager. He's going to win every single game that he comes in, and we're going to make top 4 by the end of the season. And the first time that we get to see the Højbjerg, the Ndombele, Lo Celso midfield will be King's first game.
All right.
But yeah, thank you very much, everyone, for joining. Any closing words you want to add?
Let's hope for a better start, for a better... Yeah, no, I don't.
Anyway, like, subscribe and comment, and as always,
come on, you Spurs.